Zoe, turn that down. I gotta do a review.
What are you doing?
I gotta do a review on the Ovale eVic.
Is that the one that you hook up to your computer?
Yeah.
I'm going to my room. That's going to take forever.
What's up, guys? It's Likwid, West Texas Vaping Coalition. How you guys doing today? We're gonna try to bust another one out really quick. We are going to take a peek at the Ovale eVic. And here's the box. It's pretty cool. It's nice and shiny. There's a really cool graphic sticker picture of it. And this is a really cool system. I do like it. This one, it comes with a silver tube, like so. But I was over at the Vape Shack and they got the tuxedos for them. And you can get white, black, or I believe it's like a stainless. I end up with the black. I think it looks cool. I think it looks sexy as heck. Look at that. All black. And here's the cool thing about this. The Ovale eVic, the original tube that I had, the logo set off center from the fire button, and so did the name. But this one they got right. Everything's centered. I know it's kind of hard to see with the window, but they got it centered. So you're going to get your device, and then on the bottom of the box you're going to get some goofy looking things right here, and I'll tell you what those are in a minute. And I love how their name is all over everything. Your Ovale wall adapter and your Ovale USB cable. That isn't just for charging anymore. So that's what you're going to get with the kit. Now, let's talk about this bad boy top to bottom. Okay, first off, you got your top cap. Top cap will come off. I always have a hard time saying that. If you look at my videos, I always stutter on it. But top cap comes off. You have your 510 and your Ego threading there, and this comes off so you can clean in case you get anything down there at all. And it sits on there really nicely, and there are slots in there too for air control, which is really cool. Move it down, you have the main head and the fire button. It's going to give you your whole list of displays. Your body, and then your bottom cap with just one small little vent hole right there. Spring's nice. It's a nice tight spring. The way that this thing works is really strange. I kind of like it though. What it is you have your fire button, which is also going to be like your enter button as well, but then you have this jog wheel right here. And I have it set up for wattage, and you can see if you just turn the wheel, it changes your wattage. And the screen you can kind of set up too, and you can customize it the way that I have this one right now. So I got my adjustable wattage. It's going to give me my suggested voltage that it's putting out. It's going to give me my ohm reading, and a really cool battery timer. It's kind of cool. It gives you a percentage, and it gives you a little screen. And it also got a cool puff counter. To get into the menu, you just hit it 5 times, and then it's going to give you a whole slew of memory. Or menu options, I'm sorry. Sleep, vapor set, I'm reading this backwards, so configure, device, stealth, power off, and exit. And then it'll round robin back into it again. You can do cool things like if you hit device, hit enter, go to device ID, it'll give you the device ID number. You can actually change that too, so you can have it say your name or whatever you want. I mean, if you really are that way, you want to send your name. Under configuration, you're going to have battery. I don't understand this, but you can set it for a 26 milliamp battery or a 34 milliamp battery, or customizable, and then you can type in whatever battery you want. I think that it should just automatically know what battery you have and adjust accordingly, but it doesn't. It has a reset, it has a calendar that you can set. You can have it show time and date and everything. So there it is. Is it right? 12:16? Yep. Monday, 4:54 p.m. So in case you guys are trying to figure out when the hell I do these. It has inverse. If you want to do that, you can turn the inverse on, and it switches everything to white with black lettering. I don't like it that way. I like it the other way. For some reason, it makes me think that saves battery life. Temperature, you can do in Celsius or Fahrenheit, and I'll tell you the current temperature of the device, not outside. It says please insert atomizer. So let's put one of these bad boys on, and let's see if it'll give us our temperature. No. So what good is it? Current, oh there it is, 84 degrees. Maybe this is an antenna. I don't know. That's strange though. Let's take that off. Put that back over there. Put this one on because I just filled it. I just like this one. This is an iClear 30B now. I think it's pretty cool. So then you go to exit. There's a lot of menu functions. You can have an alarm set off. You can set how long you're allowed to vape. Stealth will be like it'll just shut everything off, so your screen doesn't turn on. You do variable voltage, variable wattage, R variable voltage, R variable wattage 1, 2, and 3. So I do variable voltage. You do puff set, so it'll count your puffs. There's a whole slew of them. I don't have a lot of. I haven't gotten into it too much to figure it out. You can set your sleep time, so how long it takes it to shut off. And the cool thing, the really cool thing about this is if you look on the side, I don't know if you can see this or not. There's a little mini USB. And what you can do is you stick your finger under there. See, it's got that little old school like cell phone charger poppy things. You flip that open and it exposes the mini USB connection. That's what those things are in that bag. They're extra ones, so they already know it's going to break. Mine hasn't broken yet because I don't charge it that way. I charge it normally. But you can hook that up, and you hook it up to your computer. It'll download software, and you can look at your puff counter. You can look at your vaping trends, how long your vapes are taking, how short your vapes are taking, temperature control, everything. The one cool thing about it, though, is if the company has any firmware updates, you can download the updates and then download it to your APV here, and you can have an updated version. Currently, I believe this is 1.4. So that's pretty neat because like if there's some revisions, like I know I was watching Phil Basardo when he did his, and he said that when he didn't have an atomizer on there, it said no atomizer find because of language translation. But just, he said, I wish it would say found. Guess what the 1.4 says, Phil? It says found. Here, I'll prove it to you. Take this bad boy off. Shut off. Shut off. Found. Not, no atomizer find. No, it's no atomizer found. So that's cool. So I guess like if new software does come up, all you have to do is just download it, as opposed to buying a whole new system, which is really cool. So you can spend your money on other things like tuxedos for them, which is pretty neat. I like it. And you can mix and match if you want to do like a white top cap and a black top cap or chrome. I thought the black just looked pretty cool. So let's see. I got it at 3.7 volts. It's suggesting 6.8 watts. At 2 ohms, let's take a vape, see how it tastes. .9 seconds. Oop, you missed it, watch. Here, I'll show you. I don't know if I can do this. Let me move my... .4 seconds. 4.2. On the vape, I'm running that iClear 30B, which is a dual coil. So let's bump it up. Maybe bump it up a little bit. Oh, wow, that's new. If you hold it, if you turn to the right and you hold it, you can switch through the revisions. So you got your variable voltage, variable wattage. There we go. So let's go back to voltage. There's a lot of menus to go through. Pain in the butt. No, it doesn't want to switch for me. 1, 2, 3. Variable voltage. Cool. And that was at 3.7. Let's go to 5 volts. Okay. That would be cool, like if maybe like one of the new updates will be a little speaker in there. You can say set to 5 volts, and it'll say okay. That's mine. Shh, don't take it. Here we go. 5 volts. Much better. Very good vape. I can tell that it is pulse width modulation. I'm getting a little bit of a rattle, but it seems like they're really close. It's not as like, if you know what I'm talking about on the pulse. It's really tight, so a little bit of a warmer vape, more flavor. It's pretty good. Yep, that's pretty nice. I did notice through vaping this that you can set like your screen, like how soon you want it to shut off, and I had mine set a little bit longer, and it seemed like it kind of killed my battery a little bit more, so I did shorten that up. But like I said, this thing is completely customizable for you. If you want to get a decent mod that's going to give you a ton of functions, something that you can fiddle and mess with all day long, and not that you have to, but you can. This is the mod for you. I really like it. It's got good flavor, good vape, decent battery life. I didn't know it took a 3400 mAh battery. I'm gonna have to see if one fits in there, and then maybe I can even get more battery life out of it. I'm a big stickler about having to carry extra. Well, I don't know if you can see this or not. There's my crazy case up there. You know, I'm kind of sick of having to carry multiple suitcases and stuff for all my junk. It'd be cool just to pop a big monster battery in there and have it work all day. But it's pretty neat. I like it. It's definitely something. If somebody sees you vaping it and you start talking about it, you easily have a 20-25 minute conversation with them. So I guess if you're out the club, you see a lady and she's like, "Hey, what are you vaping on?" Let me tell you about it. You got her for 25 minutes. If it's somebody you don't like, they got you for 25 minutes. So there's your pluses and minuses. I mean, I think the only thing I wish they would have did is when you put the battery in, I think it should just automatically know that you got a 2000 mAh or 2200 mAh or whatever you put in there. It should just automatically know that. I do like the fact that you can go and get firmware updates. I like the fact that you can hook it up to your computer and see vaping trends, especially for people that are vaping for the sole purpose of stop smoking altogether, and they're already working down their nicotine and now they want to work down their vape time. You can say, okay, well, I see my vape time is X amount of hours here. Maybe this time we'll see if we can set it a little bit shorter, or on the option of vaping where you can change how long of a vape you can take. So you might have it set at 10 seconds. In a couple of weeks you want to move it down to 8 or 7 seconds and work your way down, and try to cut yourself down that way. So that's pretty cool for somebody that just really likes flavor. It's great flavor production, especially with that B. I like the fact that the pulse width modulation doesn't have that huge gap in between the times that it works. And if you don't know what pulse width modulation is, with most of like your 33.3 chipboards, you push the button and it fires, and then for a millisecond it'll stop, and then it'll fire, and then a millisecond it'll stop. And if you look at it on a scope, it goes up, over, down, like this. With this one, the down parts seem like they're a little bit smaller. I'm not electronics technician. I don't know what they're called. I would just say the downtime is smaller than the uptime. It's not anywhere near like a Provari where it's just constant, or a DNA 20 where it's really constant. It's really tight. It's really good. I think it's cool. They put a lot of thought into it, especially with the firmware updates. I think you're gonna see other companies probably following suit and doing the same thing, just because it's completely customizable. I mean, next you could see one that's Wi-Fi compatible, and maybe as you take a vape and it's on your 10 millionth vape, they'll send you a free atomizer or something. Could happen. Or it'd be really crazy is like you'll start seeing ads scroll across. So like instead of having just a regular OLED screen, you're going to have a full color screen, and call Ovale for 10% off. I could see it happening. I mean, I absolutely could see it happening. Big brother in my vaping unit again. But yeah, all in all, really good. I like it. I like the feel. It's very sturdy. It's very solid. I love the way the tanks sit on top. It's not a bad mod. I like it. So that's the eVic from Ovale. If you guys want something really cool that you can talk about and you can mess with and tweak and make it your own, make it say your name and your age, which I really don't like, this is for you. So that's the Ovale. Once again, I hope some of this information may have been helpful. If you have any other questions, please put them down in the comments below. And that's pretty much it. So we're taking another vape here, and I'll send you on your way. Got vape?